All right, good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. Happy Sunday. Speaking of Fidelity First, how about our man Dan Eubanks and Annette Eubanks yesterday, a 2-win day on Breeders' Cup Saturday. Congratulations there, Dan Eubanks of Fidelity First. Him and his mom had a big Saturday yesterday.
Because he's Western, right?
That's right.
Had a big price.
Big price, yeah. All right, so we had some exciting live action here yesterday, but of course the big story was that Santa Anita, the Breeders' Cup yesterday. How about Covfefe in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, this year's Grade 3 Miss Preakness winner, now a Breeders' Cup winner. Covfefe ran huge. And how about Maitoli, last year's Chick Lang winner? Maitoli wins the big sprint yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the horses went out there and just proved themselves what they really are like. I mean, some of the best sprinters I've seen in recent memory, the way they got it done. They got beautiful rides. Both of those horses, obviously Vino Rosso in the big classic, free and clear on the outside, and a really strong finish to the final quarter of a mile to get it done.
All right, so some exciting action yesterday at the World Thoroughbred Championships at the Breeders' Cup. We hope to see it here in Maryland one year. We can only hope. We're working towards that goal. But let's show you what's going on today. Lots of action here on a beautiful fall Sunday here in Laurel, Maryland. Nice little carryover in the Rainbow Pick 6. That's going to start race 4 on the 9-race program. There's the carryover, $3,515. Tim Tulloch has a ticket for that. You can check out all of our tickets and picks for today online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, you can bet the football. You can watch all the football today. Of course, we have the NFL Sunday ticket up there, sportsbook, second floor grandstand. Grab a couch, grab a table, watch all the action. Sunday ticket up there on that 75-foot LED wall. You can bet all the games in our $3,000 football pick'em contest. You can enter up there at the sports bar before the 1 o'clock games. The big game, the game of the week tonight. The Patriots are home here in Baltimore against the Ravens. Who's your pick there in the Patriots-Ravens game?
I did take the Ravens with the points getting. I think the line is down to a field goal. We'll really see what the Ravens are like. I mean, Lamar Jackson vastly improved from last year to this year, going against probably one of the craftiest coaches we've ever seen. So you'll know early if this Ravens offense can overcome that Pats defense, and vice versa. Can they adjust to Tom Brady and apply the pressure to maybe force him into some turnovers, something he doesn't do a whole lot of?
All right, so all the horse racing football action you could want right here today. Let's show you a picture of the main track. All dirt races the rest of the year. No more turf. The turf is put away till next April. So we're on the main track. Main track is perfect. Let's check out the conditions. We're in the 50s, right? In the 50s, sunny. And fast main track, 50, sunny. All right, that was good. I got one thing right today. See if I can pick some winners while I'm at it. So fast main track. Let's get right to it here in race 1. Race 1's going to kick off the Rolling Super High Five. We'll have a carryover in race 1, a little over $600 in that Rolling Super High Five with a low 15% takeout. We have that every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5, which is a mandatory payout, industry low 12% takeout. The early pick 5's paid big a couple times this week, and I'm just going to wait for the late pick 5. I like the late pick 5 today. It paid huge again yesterday. Would have paid $6,200 yesterday.
It was big.
The late pick 5, so I'm going to wait for that. Late pick 5 starting in race 5. Let's get right to it here in the opener. Race 1, we're going 7 furlongs, maiden claiming $16,000 for filly mares 3 and up. I go with the 3 on top here. Gold Cadillac going turf to dirt for trainer Noah Abramson. 3-year-old by Seville. Jevion Toledo will ride, and there's a hunch play here. The horse ran a couple good, decent races on the main track when he started out his career earlier this year right here at Laurel Park. A couple decent efforts against maiden 25, maiden 40,000 on the main track, and then went to the turf, and he ran okay on the turf, but it's a good level today. The maiden 16 on the dirt. This is the cheapest he's run on the dirt today. You get Jevion Toledo, so I'll go with the 3 Gold Cadillac on top to kick things off.
Yeah, numbers regressed a little bit since the barn change on the turf. Maybe these routes have dulled the speed a little bit. She's going to have to make a run, I think, from mid-pack if she's going to get it done. Right now, my top selection is the 4 Thirsty. Again, we had the computer-generated odds yesterday. Sorry about that. Hopefully we can do a little bit better today. I don't think she's going to be 6-5. I've got her 6-1. I think I'm going back, maybe had her line a little bit high I'll take about 7-2 on her if we can get it. But first time in the barn, off of a layoff. Dale has been good with this kind of a move. The blinkers go on. I think she's going to be forward. The speed is got a flat haver. The 7, Jeremy O'Dwyer, rolling along right now. Ashley Costrenze riding well.
Sure.
Clearly the one to beat. She got caught in a little bit of a duel last time. I think she's going to be forward a long way in here. But I think Dale, he's really good with these kind of layoffs. Retooled, protected with the waiver. I'll take the 4, Thirsty again.
Yeah, some nice works. I didn't get to the filly, but they're betting early, 6-5. The 4, Thirsty again, opens up here in the opener. All right, it's a nice big field, 10-horse field. No scratches here in race 1. No scratches.
No.
I like it. 10-horse field to kick off that popular early pick 5. I have a 6-1 shot on top there with the 3. Let's turn the page. Early pick 4 starts in race 2. We're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000. Filly mares 3 and up. Wide open, open nickel here. No conditions. We have a stat to show you on the 5. You have the 5 on top. Sierra Leona, second off the claim for trainer Ricardo D'Angelo. And here's your stat.
Yeah, he doesn't, no trainer around here. Last couple of years hasn't run a ton of horses, but the last 2 years on the dirt, 3 for 9, 33%, and 5 for 9 in the money. Second off the claim, ROI of 237. I mean, just extremely dull at 4-5 last time out in that condition. 8 off the claim for the nickel. I don't know what happened that day. We've got a couple scratches in here. The 1 Grecian Dancer and the 6 Pie was going to be interesting to see what Pie would do off the 2.5 furlongs stretching out to the mile, but she was going to take a ton of play. I think Sierra Leona bounces back, has a couple good efforts over this racetrack on the go back. Not a lot of speed now with the 6 being scratched out of here. I think you'll see Castillo putting this horse into the race early on.
All right, I use her. Hopefully she can rebound from that effort last out. She's getting easier company. Well, a little bit of a drop today. Not too much of a drop to this open nickel. How about the 4 I use on top? Robin's Destiny has been freshened up since that last race, late August. Ran okay. It was the beaten favorite for open 62.50 up there at Penn National. But had a nice win at Delaware in August. Good second at Delaware in August. Michael Sanchez in town to ride for Jamie Ness. This 5-year-old mare is 0 for 4 here at Laurel Park, but she's a 3-time winner going a mile. So she likes the distance. Hopefully she can get off the stride today here at Laurel.
It's also her last race at Laurel, that 50 buyer figure, go everything else stand, and she whistles against this group, right? High 60s and a 70 in the mix. Jamie Ness, 4 for 14 and 7 for 14 in the money. 61 to 180-day layoff on the dirt with these lower claimers. And I think only one of those 4 was going long. The only thing that worries me here, only one published workout really in like the last month, the 5/8 in 102 and 2. But she has proven at the distance she'll set a trip just off of it.
We both like the 7 Louise and the Exacta here. Ricardo Chappie to ride for Jose Corrales, 5-year-old mare by Great Notion, 4-time winner here at Laurel Park. Ran an okay 4th, only beaten 3.5 lengths at 87-1 in the Maryland Million Distaff starter. Not going to get 87-1 today, but still a decent price. Well, the 6-1 probably going to come down with the scratch of the 6, who was 2-1. The 6 Pie was 2-1 morning line, and she's out.
These horses are all going to come down. I would say Robin's Destiny is going to be about 8-5, 9-5 when it's all said and done. Bath and Tennis is probably the really horse you can't really figure. A jam job for Tim Keaton. Those run well on synthetic and turf. We're going to try dirt for the first time. Did not know what to do at all with the 2 horse, but going back to Louise, I like the late life in that race. They kind of ran away from her early, as we thought they would, but she's proven at this distance she can come from a little further back as she's done in the past. So I think she's a player in here.
All right, we like the same 4 filly mares there in the second race. Let's turn the page here. Race 3, we're going 6 furlongs, claiming $25,000 for 2-year-old fillies. Winners here in the third race. We have a video spotlight to show you. We both used the 4 Landing Zone. Let's show you the race from August 15th. A winning effort, first off the claim this day for trainer Linda Albert.
Yeah, and I can kind of see why they took a shot with the turf last time, Stan. Morning lines are okay first on the turf. They tried to stretch her out. She didn't really fire at all, was caught in between horses early. But you come back to this race. Now, this was, for the maiden 25s off of a race, off the claim for 16, and she just cruises up to Olive's bumper and just rolls right on by. She's going to win clear by a length and some change under a drive. Tougher trip at Timonium, half mile, really maybe not her game, but finished up okay after being a little bit of a bad actor before the race. Like this move right back to the 6 furlong. She's a stalk and pounce kind of candidate. Similar running styles to Naughty Thoughts. Ferrier used to have Landing Zone. These two, very similar. I think they're going to sit trips just off the pace because there is a ton of horses that just want to go. They'll sit somewhere in mid-pack. Hufflepuff, maybe a new face, might be an upsetter, had some trouble up at Delaware. And out of that race, the fifth-place finisher came back to run a good number, like a high 50s the other day over this racetrack. So Hufflepuff, we're going third Lasix for Pecoraro. This is not. I don't think she necessarily needs the lead. I'll go 3-8-4 box all day in here.
All right, I didn't get to the 3. You get a decent price there on Hufflepuff. We both like the 8, though. I put Naughty Thoughts on top at 3-1. Ashley Castrenze having a big weekend. She won again yesterday.
Roman off.
And that's right. Yeah, the first timer for Claudio. And Farrier having a good weekend. So I'll use Naughty Thoughts on top. Through a 2-year-old filly by the Factor. A sharp winner here at Laurel Park to break the maiden last July. Ran okay at Timonium and a couple of good seconds recently here at Laurel Park. So 5 for 6 in the money here at Laurel. Should get a beautiful stalking trip on the outside today.
Yeah, Ilchester Cheetah came out of that last race 2-win stand in the allowance, right, at 63 on Friday and that optional 62,000. So, Naughty thought she could be the favorite in here, and maybe a little bit more money might come in on Hufflepuff, but 3, 4, and 8, I think the most of the money is going to come on those 3 horses. The other Farrier horse might just have a little tougher trip from down inside. Can she give you that punch, having to navigate through that opening quarter to get position?
I go with the 10-1 shot here in my exact to the 7. The Devil Made Me Do It. 2-year-old filly by Daredevil for Jamie Nasp. In good form right now on the turf. A sharp maiden score last out, 5.5 on the turf, maiden 25. But the first couple races on the main track at Delaware, they were both pretty good. And now the filly's won. Her confidence is up. She ran well her first time with no Lasix, and then since then she's run well with Lasix. So I think she's a runner. Dirt, turf, doesn't matter. Sanchez should be able to work out a nice trip on the 7. The Devil Made Me Do It, who might sneak away at a pretty decent price here in race 3.
Yeah, last year's the turf number 59. Yeah, very good comparatively. The dirt number's a little bit lacking. That's where I kind of had to line her a little bit high.
Sure.
But, man, as she improved and the confidence is high right now for this filly, it looks like.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 4 will kick off the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. We have a carryover in today's Rainbow Pick 6. $3,515 starts in race 4 on the 9-race program. Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket. You can study his ticket online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, we'll show you that ticket later on today as well. But we also kick off the middle pick 4 in race 4. It's a big race going 6 furlongs. Maiden claiming $40,000 for 2-year-old fillies. And Keith, you have a middle pick 4 ticket. Let's check it out, see how you play it.
I do. It's a $30 ticket, and boy, I maybe would like to go too deep in the fence. So if you can grab a friend, maybe go together, that would be great. I go 2, 3, 4, and 8 to get you started. Going to go ahead and single Bunting. Bunting gets a major assist right now with the 2 Wildcat and being scratched out of race 5 stand. So Bunting, I think it's going to be her race to lose on the front end. 6th race with the 1, 3, and 8. And we wrap it up the 7th race. Another one of these 2-year-old maiden races. The filly's going 6 furlongs. Scratch the 2 Lively Leia. 3, 4, 6, 10, 11 is how we're going to go there, and I think you could throw in a couple extras. Really tough couple of maiden races on this afternoon's card, which is going to offer some value. $30 for that ticket.
All right, race 7. You have the 4 in there. Okay, that's my.
You've got that one in there.
I have that filly on top.
All right.
All right, that's a big field, though. Race 4 is a big field. Maiden 42-year-old filly, 6 furlongs on the main track. Races 4 and 7 split. So this is a big division in Maryland right now. This maiden 40 for 2-year-old fillies at split. Race 4 and 7, the same condition. So here we go with race 4. You like the 2. We have a video spotlight on the 2. Make it a double. Had a trouble trip in debut. Let's show you that race on Maryland Million Day in the Maryland Million Lassie.
At 22-1 this afternoon in the Lassie. It makes a really strong account of herself. Stalking a very good honest pace. Moves up 3 wide. And right here just gets a little bit hesitant. Horse comes out 4 wide. Horse just doesn't really want to quite go on, has to steady ever so slightly right there at the 3/16, a little squeeze, and make it a double is going to fade though. But the number works, a 48 out of a very fast race. As we know, Hello Beautiful went on to win, clearing a powerful performance on Maryland Million Day here in the Lassie. But they must have thought something of her to try her in this spot, Stan. The lone sibling was 0 for 9, tempted by Teditos, really hadn't shown a whole lot. they thought enough of her. She made a pretty good account of herself in there. I think she's going to be tough right back. Look at those internals she made a move into. I don't think they're going to go quite that fast today.
All right, you have her in the mix. I didn't get to her. I have the 7 on top here. You didn't use the 7. Long Point Beach for Lacey Gaudette, 2-year-old filly by Golden Lad, who's the sire of Hello Beautiful, I believe, who you just saw win that Maryland Million Lassie. And Long Point Beach, a decent, very honest debut at this level. Late September, got bet down to about 3-1 that day, and a real good second, a game second with a decent number. Gets a good outside post once again today. Lacey and Joanne had a nice winner earlier this week, and this filly had a couple nice works. Well, one recent work coming into today, October 24th, a nice 5 furlong workout right here at Laurel Park. So I think the 7 ran well in debut, worked well since then, and might even run better today. If so, I think she's going to be tough to handle.
It's amazing. Look at some of these cars. We got a lot of siblings running over the past couple of days. You see a mare like Oriental River. I think there was another one out of there. A couple more through this weekend. But that day, got bet down. Ran very well. 15 Royals got away with it on the front end stand. Those 23 and 247 one kind of walking the dog out there. She just didn't. Couldn't kick on. The advantage was the horse on the lead, and that was 15 Royals that day. I think she's going to have the ability to sit and come back from a little bit further back if need be. Benefits a lot. It's not that I didn't like her. I just didn't really get to her. She will be used in my exactas in this race. I'm going to go with the 4, though, on top. I'm going to ride the wave of Claudio Gonzalez. How about this? The last 90 days, he's 4 for 7 with 2-year-old first-time starters as Claudio Gonzalez with an ROI of 680. Okay, here's your hunch play of the day, Lucky Trinity. Gets one on Friday, right? With the first. Remember, Bernie's on fire.
Yeah, weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. Then we go yesterday with Romanoff, and here we go. The Trinity, or the Lucky Trinity, is going to get it done today. El Padrino hits about 15% of his first timers on the dirt, sprinting. The mare was pretty good. You go to the second dam, she was a stakes type of a mare that won first time out. I'm just gonna try to kind of roll with Claudio. He's moving right along. I'm gonna stay on the train.
The barn's on a roll. I used the 4 in my exacta. We both like the 8 on the outside here. Best moon ever for Jerry O'Dwyer. Showed speed in debut. Went to the front. Had to break from the rail in debut. Got bet down to 2-1. Small 5-horse field that day, but showed speed. Went to the front. Weekend finished 4th. Now gets first-time Lasix today. A much better outside post. Russell stays aboard. O'Dwyer had a 3-win day earlier this weekend. He's on a roll. We know how good he is with maidens making their second start. He's about 23% in a positive ROI. He's 26% in a big positive ROI with Russell here in Maryland. So the 8 best moon ever with first-time Lasix by Malibu Moon should be live for hot connections in this race.
Yeah, we showed you the stat the other day. Even higher percentage and a higher ROI with the 2-year-old second out on the dirt. That specific angle and looking at those internal fractions on the 13th of October, very strong compared to the rest of the card. Lasix goes on. Expect the 8 to last a little bit longer this afternoon. Good race. Didn't even get to Betha Bear. We talked about Amy's horse. Turf to dirt with the blinkers on. This horse can make a run from the back of the pack. A lot of ways to go in races. Was it races 4 and 7? Is that's
the split? Yeah. Split division.
Wow.
So race 4, take out the 6. So you have still a big 9-horse field to kick off the Rainbow Pick 6. I like the late pick 5 today. It paid 6,200 yesterday. It's paid big all weekend, the late pick 5, so I'm going to take a shot at it. Starts in race 5. Nice allowance race going a mile. We'll check it out right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is. These horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
4-6.
All right, welcome back. Today's late pick 5 will start race 5. It's paid big all week and a no carryover. It paid 6,200 yesterday. As always, that industry low 12% takeout. Let's take a look at my late pick 5 ticket today. You can study it online, laurelpark.com. underneath the handicapping section. $32 ticket. I go 4 deep in race 5, a nice allowance race. Maybe I can get lucky with Rudy Sanchez Solomon at a big price here with the 3 I Love You to kick things off. That'd be a nice price. The 8 Grace Isabella, a nice price as well. But the 6 Bunting is going to be tough. No Mo Lady, the 1, going to be tough. So I go 1, 3, 6, 8 to kick it off. Race 6, I had a dream about Finbar the other day. So I almost made Finbar my best bet of the day. But the 4-year-old gelding is going to come from way out of it with Taylor Holes. I couldn't use him as my best bet of the day. A nice price play, though, at 9-2 there, the 1 Finbar in my dreams recently. But you're going to have a heavy favorite there, the 8 All About Mike with Correa, a big dropper for McMahon. So I go 1-8 in that race. I'm 4 deep there in the 7th. My single best bet of the day comes in our feature, a nice 3rd level allowance, 6.5 dirt sprint, the 3. 3's over Deuces, going to be tough. He's the favorite. We have a video of him. That's my single best bet here on my late pick 5. Let's take a look here at the 5th.
You're having dreams about Finbar. This is what it's come to in our lives, right?
Yep.
Well, you out drinking a little Jameson with our man Condor down at Colonial or something, and put you in the zone for Finbar.
Dreaming about Finbar.
I love it.
All right, let's take a look here at the 5th. We're going a flat mile to kick off this late pick 5. Nice first level allowance condition for Maryland bred, Maryland sired filly mares 3 and up, scratched the 2 Wildcat, and you said that could be a key scratch here in this event. I go with the 1 on top here, No Mo Lady. We have a video spotlight of this well-bred Uncle Mo 3-year-old filly from Mike Trombetta. Here's the race from a year ago against Allowance Company, going a mile.
We're going back here, and this is a pretty good group of maidens this afternoon. If I'm not mistaken, Jennifer Stream, that might have been a service horse coming in from PA, but look at the finish. And you don't see sustainable runs like this a lot from lightly raced 2-year-old fillies. And look at her, just kept on grinding. Straight as a string on her correct lead. Stan is going to get up late, prevailed by a half a length. Ran big in the Maryland Juvenile Filly Championship. Couple hiccups from there, freshened up, little sprint on the turf to tune her up for this. Yeah, I think she certainly works. Probably wishes the connections hope the 2 went in there to force the pace of Bunting a little bit, but not saying that she can't run down a loose lead. She kind of did right there.
Right.
She's going to be tough, I think, today. She'll draft up a steady progression and try to wear down Bunting through the final furlong.
And she ran okay in that turf sprint off the long layoff. She had a troubled trip, had traffic in that 9-horse field. She was 11-1 in there, only got beat 2 3/4 lengths. So I have the Uncle Mo filly on top. No Mo Lady, Pimentel, Trombetta. We know how good they are, 23% together. The 6 going to be tough here, though. The 6 Bunting is going to be your favorite in this race.
Yeah, and I tell you, Sprinter Rot, you see it recently. 30% with an ROI of over $3 for Rodney Jenkins. She ran better than what I thought last time. She dueled through pretty good fractions and kicked clear and was very eager to the wire. Has come back since. Couple strong works. Look at this. She's not missing a beat, is she, Stan? You look on the bottom side. Here's the Oriental River again. The second dam, River Cruise, was okay. Could stretch the speed long. I think Bunting is going to have a good shot to do that today and get the job done. But she's going to have to look in the rearview mirror. Certainly, No More Lady. I missed on the 3, Stan. And I tell you, I caught this horse prior. Rudy Sanchez Solomon. Dave Rodman likes her this afternoon at a price.
Likes the 3, I Love You.
Yeah.
Well, the barns, it's kind of one of those barns where you can't leave them out. So who was telling me that? Well, we know how hot they've been the other day. And one of our Sharpies, one of our big players the other day was saying, you can't. Might have been Lapidus saying you can't leave them out. You can't leave them out. So I used the 3, I Love You at a decent price, going turf to dirt, but a nice allowance race to kick off the late pick 5. Let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,003 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months or never won 4 is the condition. Here's Finbar, a closing sprinter for Marilyn McMullen, and jockey Taylor Hull was 33-1 at this level last out back on October 12th, and was almost last, 10 lengths out of it down the backstretch. Rallied 6 wide in the stretch, gets up for a good third, beaten a length and 3/4, gets a big 68 by her speed figure. That's a big number for this beaten nickel level. So I like the horse a lot. Now the thing is, he's a closing sprinter, so he needs kind of a fast pace in front of him. He'll be covered up in traffic down the back stretch. Hopefully Taylor Hole can have a clear running line planned out when they turn for home here on the 1 Finbar.
Finbar's going to be so far back, he's going to have plenty of time to make a decision and find a clear trip from the quarter pole home. But there is a lot of speed. I wish the 7 is scratched out of here, Jewel Heist, who was going to be part of the flow, no doubt about it. But you've still got the 2 NSY. Harlan's Hunch, the 3. Accurate likes to go. We've seen speed from Cobb in the past, and even 50s Music. I got to think this pace is going to be contested. Finbar will make a run. The question mark horse we're worried about here is the 8th, though. All about Mike.
Right.
Man, a jam job. I might have this horse lined a little too aggressively at 8-5. You go back. The 58 is okay at Charlestown, but dropping from that allowance race, some other good races on the dirt sprinting, likes to make a move from mid-pack. This is an okay move, too, for Hugh McMahon. Allowance to claiming. He's picked it up a little bit of late. The last 3 years is 18% with dirt sprinters dropping from allowance to claiming. So, I'm looking for somebody to run into this pace. If anybody's going to hang around, I would think it's the 3 Harlan's Hunch.
Harlan's Hunch. I use Grace LeBaire. You're getting 7 pounds off here. 114 the weight on Harlan's Hunch for Lacey Gaudet. A good third 2 starts ago. And faded last out going 7 furlongs, but back to 6 furlongs today for the 3 Harlan's Hunch.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so nice group of beaten nickel claimers here in race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. Big field of maiden claiming 40,000 maiden. 2-year-old fillies here claiming 40,000, going 6 furlongs. Scratch to 2, Lively Lee, and scratch to 10. Walk It Out. Nanny needs a few more works to
very
make it
late
to the races.
Scratch, yeah,
late
very
scratch
late
there on the 10. So we still have a big, nice 9-horse field here in race 7 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. I like a first-time starter on top in this race. The 4 Big Daddy's Glory for trainer Jerry Robb, a 2-year-old filly by Bandbox. Jerry is a homebred for No Glutch, No Glory Farm. Jerry trained the damn Big Daddy's girl, had 11 wins from 33 starts, made almost 200,000. Back in 2009, she was like in the top 20 for most wins in the country. She won 7. She had 7 wins in 2009. This damn here, Big Daddy's girl. So I like the works. I like the breeding. I like the works. A couple nice works from the gate. 5 furlong workout from the gate, pretty good. And then recently, October 18th, a nice 5 furlong workout, 101 and 1. So you get the X-Man here for Jerry Robb. I'll take a shot here with Big Daddy's Glory on top.
Yeah, I guess you got to say the most proven horse here that it's run is the 11. You go to the outside with Patriotic Punch for Lacey. Got out of Lori Z's Punch, owned by Chip Reed and Zanella. We've seen them around for a lot of years. I tell you, the 2-back drive was good, and she outran herself, I thought, on the turf. I did not see that race coming for her. She ran quite well, made a little bit of a move from an outside post. She's got plenty of bottom, and I think with these 2 horses, we got some firsters. Some horses are just going to be dead setting and going, just going to be a little bit keen, excited, ready to go. Patriotic Punch will probably sit and circle and make a run for it. Another horse that I think, though, is interesting is the 3 Quiet Imagination for Tim Woolley. Going to move this horse turf to dirt. Okay. All right move in a smaller sample, but over the past it's been a positive ROI. Twirling Wind Race, Betha Barra. There's solid dirt form. I look back on the form here, and we've seen the Imaginings go turf or dirt.
Yep.
There's plenty of dirt form on the bottom side for this horse to move up on the main track. Gets the benefit of that race. I think those 2 are going to be the horses that close into this pace, but I definitely fear the 4. Bandbox is doing well. He's like 22% with his firsters on the dirt sprinting.
All right, well, I have the 4 on top. I didn't use the 3, but Tim Woolley and Javion Toledo, they've been tearing it up in Maryland recently. A big positive ROI, so it'll be interesting to see if they bet that filly. The 11's going to be the favored. How about the 7 here? Isabella Alexa for Claudio had to break from the 2-hole in an 11-horse field in debut against Maiden 25. Showed a little life, showed a little speed, and then faded. She was bet down to about 9-2 that day. They step her up here to Maiden 40. That's a confident step up here. They could have gone the other way, but they step up here. Claudio 36% with maidens making their second start, and Claudio and Ashley Castrenzi recently are a big percentage together here in Maryland. So Ashley's making the most of her golden opportunities here riding for a live barn.
Yeah, this is a race. I mean, if the 11 doesn't get it done, I mean, I think this is almost in all, if you can swing it, and if you like a single or only one or two horses to surround this particular race, it's that difficult for me.
All right, so big field there, maiden 2-year-old fillies in race 7. Let's take a look here at the 8th race feature of the day to kick off the late daily double. We're going 6.5 furlongs, a great sprinter's distance, 3rd level allowance condition, 3-year-olds and upward, optional claiming 50,000. Some old hard knockers in here. Showalter they've all made 6 figures in here. Absolutely. John Jones made over $500,000. You have Saratoga Bob, last year's Maryland Million Classic winner in here. But I go with the 3. 3's over Deuces, my best bet of the day. My single on the late pick 5. You have him on top. We have a video spotlight to show you of his last win mid-September here at Laurel against 2 other than Allowance Company going 3/4. Buyers a big monster 94 buyer speed figure this day.
Man, there's the stablemates, right? He and Showalter for Gary Cap, and 3's over Deuces is going to get the better of him this particular afternoon. He's going to just roll on up and get the job done. Little duel develops here heading to the quarter pole, and a sustainable run off of that mile try, off of a 6 furlong try behind Call Paul last time. Real quick horse in his own right. But once again, at the 6.5 furlong distance, I've got to give a slight edge. The 3's over Deuces. He's going to bring that finish like he usually does.
All right, so we both have the 3 on top. Good-looking win there 2 starts ago. Alex Centron's having a big weekend for Gary, his horse, 9 for 13 in the money. So we both have the 3 on top. I have the 7 in my exacta here. John Jones for Lacey Gaudet, a nice win going a mile at Colonial back in August against 2 other than Allowance Company. 89 buyer speed figure that day. This will be the first time going 6.5 furlongs for John Jones, a 7-year-old son of Smarty Jones, a 9-time winner here at Laurel Park. You get 5 pounds off with the Bug Julio Correa. I think 6.5 furlongs is going to be just right for the 7-year-old John Jones.
Yeah, he doesn't have the speed as a Showalter or probably even maybe an Eastern Bay if he decides to go, or even 3's over Deuces. I don't know if he's got that kind of lick, but this is an interesting little move here, the turn back.
Coming late,
he might be able to just sit and roll right into it. I should say Oldies but Goodies too. Oldies but Goodies is fast, and that's going to be my second selection. This is another one I know Dave likes today. Really big time internals last time on the turf, just got softened up. Go to the 7 furlong race. I know we're going back a year, back to November of 18. What an effort to battle through those. 22 and change, 44 and change, opens up and just gets run down late. I think he's going to hound Showalter every step of the way. Try to put him away and then hold on for dear life over the closers.
All right, Showalter gets 5 pounds off with Victor Rosales, a good second last out. It's going to show speed from the inside. The one Showalter, a 5-time winner here at Laurel Park. So a real nice group of sprinters here. How about Eastern Bay with the 7-pound apprentice Avery Wisman coming off the little freshening, going turf to dirt for Ferris Allen. This horse 0 for 11 on a main fast track. Yep. He's a 5-time winner on an off track, but he gets a fast track today. What do you think?
Difference a day makes. If it was Friday, you talked to me this past Friday, been a different story.
Yep. All right, so a real nice feature of the day there in race 8 to kick off the late daily double. Race 9, it's Quinella time. Every last live race, every racing day, it's Quinella time. It's a low 10% takeout on the Quinella. It's a $2 minimum wager. It's like an exacta box and a low 10% takeout. Can't beat that. Let's take a look here at race 9. Going a flat mile, claiming 10,000, 3 and up. Never won 3 life or straight 3-year-olds. My price play of the day here, the 7. You like the 7. We like the same 4 horses here.
I would have never thought that.
McLean House here for Chucky Lawrence. A big win last out at Penn National against 5,000, 2 life, going 2 turns, was 5-1 in that contest. Had a nice stalking trip, and gets a big 69 buyer speed figure, a lifetime best last out for McLean House. Now Chucky Lawrence steps him up here to the 10,000, 3 life. 3-year-old by Congrats is going in the right direction. You get 5 pounds off with Julio Correa. So I'll go with McLean House on top here. Nice price, I think, here on the 7.
Yeah, this race is brutal.
Now
I'm looking at it again. I probably should have thrown the 4 into the mix. I don't know how I missed on this one. Turf to dirt with a good effort, a few lengths behind Sparty. So, yeah, I go with a 9. Looking at Blessing, we were able to catch Tony Ferrier yesterday with Southside Warrior off the
That's
claim.
right.
Just
Gets
to boost
up in
that
the
first.
photo. Yep.
Yeah.
Big price on him yesterday.
5 wide pretty much the entire way, and the X-Man just carrying him home to get up. But the two-back race, that was a 5,000, 2 in a year. Okay, so there's horses that have won 4, 5, 6 races in there. Wasn't bad. Bango Box, that third-place finisher, came back to run a very credible number. He's a 5-time winner. We've seen it before. The combination, James Wolfe, he's gone down to Kentucky, grabbed these horses. They've come up and run well. I've said it time and again. Looking at Blessing, Southside War looking on racetrack. I think this horse is going to be able to sit and just kind of mid-pack and make a progression again. This is a very tough final kind of a get-out race, though, today.
Yeah, we both like the 2 and the 3 as well. Quality matters. The 2 is 5-1. Nice win last out for the Nickel 2 Life going long. Claimed that day by Sandoval. Steps up here to the 10-2 Life. The Barnes having a nice meet, and Freddie Petroci with 3 wins this fall meet here. So the 2's live on the step up. He's a perfect 1-for-1 going a miles. A 2-time winner here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, what do you do with Lucid Dream? Caramano's here. You're dropping. Don't know what happened. Eased up comment at Delaware. Back to the 10. They claimed this horse for 8 and did okay. They did get a win out of him. So if he brings that lower 60 to the table today, yeah, that's probably what it's going to take to win. But a little bit of a guess on a few of these horses in race number 9. All
right, it's a big 10-horse field in the Quinella race, race 9 today. All right, that's it. We're out of time. Nice 9-race card. Nice carryover over 3,500 in that Rainbow Pick 6. That's going to start race 4 today. Going up there to the sports book, watch all the football action, bet the football games up there, and our $3,000 football pick'em contest. Beautiful day for horse racing here at Laurel Park. Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.